Hello everybody, we are back at it and let's get right into it. So let's start with BNB USDT on Binance. Let's take a look at the weekly. Okay, so we're forming this ascending triangle, and the top line was respected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, right? This is very valid. 1, 2, 3. I think this line's a little off. There we go. That's where Poppy likes it right there. Okay. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? We broke through it. Not good. This is normally a bullish pattern, and we did not get, the bulls did not show up here to deliver that for us. So we got some bad bulls on the case. We broke down. This was your previous resistance that got turned into support. The zone around here, it was respected here, and now once again it was respected here. If we look in on the 4 hour, we can see we're getting a little bounce from that. Not much considering the sell-off that we've had, but we are seeing a little bounce, right? 12%, we'll take it. So I mean, after a 49% drawdown. So it's important to know that when you have a 50% drawdown, to recover those losses, you need to have a 96% gain. So you have to keep your losses at a minimum when you're trading. Otherwise, it can be difficult to make them up. Okay, so that's BNB. The only way I would play this, how I'm going to play this, I'm in this position, is I'm selling at 407. This is going to be resistance right here. If we get there, that's great. I hope it doesn't trap me and this rolls over right away. We've had some crazy sell volume, right? This is never good when you see the sell volume increase, right? You want to see the sell volume decrease if you're a bull. If you're shorting, you know, this is just saying when there's larger volume on the sells, that means there's more market participation. So more people agreed upon this price. So therefore it's validated, right? When you have a lot of volume. So then it's just level by level. So once I'm selling here, ideally, I see us breaking down through this 340 line, coming down here to 257, probably another little bounce there, right? And then we're going to come back down here, and if, you know, we go full bear market, which I'm not surprised if that happens, right? This is a speculative asset, and it's currently used for just digital gambling without regulation. So at its heart, not saying, you know, this centralized blockchain doesn't have a purpose and there hasn't been innovative things built upon it, but the price versus the real world adoption may not currently match, right? Or what the market agrees upon. So we come back down 75.5. This is our last stronghold here, and then it's down to Goblin Town. So I don't see BNB going below 39. Like, I know that sounds crazy with it where we're at now, right? Us even talking about 39, but altcoins have major drawdowns, 90%, and this has just started. This rolling over has just started. So I always like to draw a curve on these too. So to kind of give you an idea, right? So it's the same thing as a parabola, but it's just it's going parabolic to the downside. If you see that. So right now, right, we're away from this parabola. So that's why I'm saying we could probably come back at least to this line safely. We could go a little higher, right? We could come back down here and then through time work our way. So that's what I see from BNB. Let's take a look at Phantom. It's another one of my positions. See if we got Bitfinex. So Phantom looks a little different. We haven't broke through this structure here. It's the same structure, right? 1, 2 touches there, 4 touches on the top line. That's valid. 1, 2, 3 touches right here. That's valid. Plus it lines up with this. We're above the 200 moving average on the daily, and we haven't even touched this. So I'm still in my Phantom position. Probably should have closed it, considering this 43% drawdown. There are a couple things that, like Andre Croce and then Danielle Celesta, however you say his name, pretty much pumped this thing because they're coming out with a new protocol that's getting airdropped to everybody who's in the top, I believe, 20 protocols on Phantom. Is going to get this VE33 coin airdrop. So I like to look at, because in crypto, if you understand why something's moving, right, then you could probably, you know, front run that, right? So like near, I haven't even looked at this chart, but near got, I've heard two different numbers, 300 million and 400 million developer stimulus to develop the near ecosystem. So we're still above the 200 moving average, right? We obviously are getting sold off here. Looks like it's cascading. Looks terrible. But with that being said, with crypto, it's different than traditional stocks because it's essentially you follow where the developers are going and where the attention is. And for a while, there was a lot of attention on the near ecosystem. Hence the 1,200% price gain. And if you go back to November of 2020, a 3,900% price gain. So if you don't expect something to cool off after that, then especially with the global macro environment right now. Right, so let's look at XRP. XRP is looking nasty. Everybody was expecting XRP. What do I do? Bittrex. Yeah, here we go. This is the chart I wanted. Everybody was expecting XRP to do something that it did back in 2017. Right? There's a lot of these XRP maximalists. And that was a 1,400% pump out of nowhere. I mean, this thing was crazy. This did it in 23 days. I mean, this thing was insane. And then obviously it sold off, right? Bear market. We got down to 10 cents. And it hasn't done much. I mean, so relative to other coins, right, that have done much more than this. It's rounding over, right? It's falling off a cliff. We're below the 200 moving average. You may see a relief bounce, and then it's going to sell off again. And there hasn't been, like with a lot of these cryptos, there hasn't been any volume. There's no demand since June 2021. And then the other thing you don't want to see is you don't want to see this volume increasing as this is selling off. So if you look at the sell volume, it's increasing. So that means more and more people agree that the price should be lower. So, or at least more and more people who hold XRP. There you go. That's it for today. Let me know if you guys want anything else, and we'll see you on the next one.